All right, today we're going on a journey to understand a really profound Hindu ritual. It's one that, in a way, builds a bridge between us, the living, and all the generations that came before us. We're heading to the holy city of Gaya to get to the heart of what Pitra Visarjan is all about, these sacred rites for the peace of one's ancestors. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of the ritual itself, let's just step back for a second. I want to start with a question that really anyone can ask, no matter what their background is. What influence do our ancestors really have on our lives? I mean, are they just names and dates on a family tree? Or is there something more, a deeper connection that actually shapes who we are today and where we're headed? Well, in the Hindu tradition, that connection isn't just a vague idea. It's absolutely fundamental. And that brings us right to our first stop on this journey, really getting a handle on the huge importance placed on ancestors, who are known as Pitras. You see, it's a core belief that ancestors aren't just memories tucked away in a photo album. No, they're seen as revered spiritual figures. They hold this place of incredible honor and respect, almost like guardians who are still watching over the family, over their lineage, long after they're gone. And here's where it gets really interesting. This connection between the spiritual and the real world is key. The belief is that all the good stuff in our lives, our happiness, our sense of peace, our successes, it's not just because of what we do. It's believed to be deeply, profoundly influenced by these sort of hidden blessings that are flowing down to us from our ancestors. Okay, so if these blessings are so important, it begs the question, right? Where do you go to honor your ancestors in the most powerful way possible? And that leads us to a very specific, incredibly sacred place in India, Gaya. It's known as the land of salvation. Now, Gaya's sacred status isn't just random. It's deeply rooted in mythology. The story goes that Lord Vishnu himself, one of the most important deities in Hinduism, gave a divine promise, a boon, right here. He promised that any rites performed in Gaya for the ancestors would lead them straight to salvation. And that divine guarantee, well, that's what makes Gaya the absolute ultimate destination for these rituals. And even within Gaya, there are these specific hotspots of immense spiritual energy where the rites are performed. Two of the most important are the Vishnupad temple, which is believed to hold an actual footprint of Lord Vishnu, and the banks of the really unique, mystical Phalgu River. So we've been using this word salvation. In Hindu philosophy, there's a specific term for it, moksha. And what is moksha? It's the ultimate goal, the final liberation of the soul from that endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. It's about reaching a state of pure, eternal peace. Okay, so that brings us right to the heart of it all, the rite of Pitra Visarjan. What does it actually mean? Well, it's not just one simple action. Think of it more as this rich, multi-layered expression of duty, of love, and of a deep spiritual responsibility. The whole ritual is really built on three big pillars. First, it's about expressing just deep, sincere gratitude, thanking your ancestors for the life you have, for the legacy they left. Second, it's about seeking forgiveness, and this is interesting. It's for any unfulfilled desires or wishes they might have had. And third, it's about actively helping them on their spiritual path, helping them find peace and move towards that ultimate goal of moksha. And here's the thing, performing this sacred duty, it's not a one-way street at all. The belief is that this powerful act of honor and remembrance sends out these ripples, and those ripples come right back to the living family as real, tangible blessings and benefits. So what you see here is a direct link between the peace of the ancestors and the well-being of the living. The rite is believed to do two things at once. It grants peace to the souls who have passed on, and at the same time, it brings happiness and prosperity to the family here and now. It's also believed to clear up something called Pitradosh, which you can think of as ancestral roadblocks, helping to remove obstacles in your life related to kids, health, or even money. Now, you can perform these rites in Gaya pretty much any time of the year, but there's a special window that is way more significant. It's a 2-week period called Pitra Paksha, and it's dedicated completely to honoring ancestors. Doing the ritual during this time, well, it's believed to multiply the spiritual benefits, like big time. There's a saying that just perfectly captures the whole spirit of this tradition. It really gets at this idea of a never-ending connection. It suggests that just by remembering, we're stronger, and that a single act of devotion performed today doesn't just stop with us. Nope, it echoes down through all the generations to come. So really, when you look at the whole picture, Pitra Visarjan is so much more than just some religious box you have to check. It's really about strengthening that sacred bond that connects us all, past, present, and future. Yeah, it's a tradition that goes way beyond just the ceremony itself. It becomes this really powerful, almost sacred way to connect with your own roots, your culture, your traditions. It's an act that kind of reaffirms where you stand in this long, long line of history, and it really grounds you in who you are. So, the core message here, when you boil it all down, is actually pretty simple, but it's also incredibly profound. And it's this: true peace in your own life is directly tied to the peace of your ancestors. By honoring them, you're actually, in a very real way, creating peace and calm in your own world. So, I want to leave you with a final thought, a question to chew on. Are traditions like this one just about looking backwards, about connecting with the past, or by reinforcing these huge ideas like gratitude and duty and the fact that we're all connected, do they actually give us a kind of roadmap, showing us a way to a better, more meaningful future?
Become part of our family today. Subscribe to Varanasi Divine Services and connect with the energy